Hey Virgo, how are you this morning? My name is Sherilyn and I'm here to do your weekly tarot reading. This one is going to be for May 12th through May 15th, which should be Monday through Thursday. I will be back on Wednesday with your bonus readings and I'll get you through the weekend then. That was a terrible shuffle. Anyways, we are just going to pull cards and see what Spirit wants to bring up or talk about. That's how we're going to play it. Okay. This one's for my Virgos. All right, Virgo. Let's see where we're at today, okay? So we start today with the Page of Swords, followed by the Seven of Wands, and then I have the Page of Cups. This is going to be your backstory or your recent past. Currently, I have you with the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Swords, and the Strength card. In the near future, we are looking at the Six of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Okay, bottom of the deck for this one is the Page of Wands. So the undercurrent to this entire reading has something to do with the Page of Wands. Page of Wands being all about a free spirit, you know. Somebody who's very much so up for adventure, very passionate, very excitable. Somebody who's definitely after whatever. They're out there looking for new experiences, okay? That is the undercurrent to this entire reading. The card at the center of your reading is quite the opposite with the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is what I believe that you're presenting as here, male or female, it doesn't matter. It does mean that you're presenting in your female, but it doesn't mean that you have to be a woman. It's somebody who's been through a lot, lots of times. Somebody who can be very analytical and logical. They try to keep emotions a little bit at bay. They are definitely out to try to live a life that is filled with integrity and honesty, okay? For that reason, they require the same from people that are around them or that they're dealing with, okay? So that's, we'll see how they play in, but that's what those two cards mean. So we're going to start with the past. That's where we start this. We've got the Page of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Page of Cups. It is not lost on me that you have 3 pages out here right now. It makes me feel, and this is not a slam to you, I'm just telling you what I see in the cards. It makes me feel like there is definitely an overall feeling of immaturity attached to this reading. So what that comes down to or boils down to is just that there is a lot of life experiences that you have not yet encountered, possibly, and have not managed to take the lessons out of. You have somewhat of an unrealistic expectation out of the things that are surrounding you right now, meaning relationships, jobs, whatever. It's just, you're not very grounded yet, is what it looks like to me. It doesn't matter if your chronological age, this has more to do about your emotions and your dealings with people. The fact that you seem to be, for lack of a better way to put it, a little bit in over your head maybe, in situations has you very defensive. And that's how you're coming into this reading. Your backstory is speaking of you being somewhat immature and very defensive, okay? Towards something. I don't know. This feels to me like it's a relationship. It could be a number of relationships, meaning it could be a romantic relationship, a work relationship, a friendship. You know, it looks like you are definitely in the middle of a real growth spurt when it comes to your emotions and how you deal with people. And growth is never comfortable, okay? So it's always somewhat uncomfortable. It's just something we get through, and then once you're done with it, you're glad you did it. But anyways, so that's your backstory going in. Currently, I have you with the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Swords, and the Strength card. So the Queen of Swords is falling out right under this defensiveness. So I get the feeling that you are incredibly defensive and you keep your sword drawn all the time. Basically standing around daring everybody to lie to you so that you can cut them out of your life almost. Kind of an aggressive way to be, but that's okay. With the Wheel of Fortune, the wheel is spinning in your favor, whether it feels like it or not. So things that are happening in your life are happening for you, not to you. But I know that's difficult at times. And then you have the Strength card. So you have more than enough inner strength to deal with this whole deal, with whatever the dilemma is that you're going through right now. It feels like it is very dilemmas, like there are different situations you're having issues with, but it all boils down to dealing with people and a maturity level is what it feels like. Okay, we're going to go towards the near future. Now I have the Six of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. You have a Queen of Pentacles in your atmosphere, it feels like. Because I don't feel like this one's you. I feel like you're coming through as the Queen of Swords. This is somebody who's very grounded, very reliable, very, they do things by the book. They're not doing anything impulsively. They're very big picture orientated, very nurturing, very abundant. They feel like they are the yin to your yang as far as they manage to calm you down and give you some sort of stability and balance. With the Six of Swords, it looks as though this person was brought into your life to send your life into calmer waters. And then we have the King of Swords over here. So I get the feeling that you're evolving out of this feminine Queen of Swords into this King of Swords. That's a good thing, I guess. I mean, somebody has to be a masculine, somebody has to be a feminine in a relationship. It looks like that is what the relationship seems to be going towards, at least the romantic relationship. I don't know about your friendship and the work relationships, but I guess we're focused on a romantic relationship here. I'm out of time. I was too long-winded. So behind the Page of Wands, I have Judgment and the Six of Pentacles. So it feels like you are desperately searching for reciprocity, but you walk around still defensive, like with this sword drawn all the time, trying to call judgment on everybody that you perceive as not giving you reciprocity. Understand, reciprocity is not always instant. Sometimes you do something and then somebody else does something for you down the line. So it's really, you can't walk around with this, in this mode of everybody's out to get you and you're going to get them too or something. You're going to have to let your guard down and show some vulnerability to grow and go forward, right? All right, I don't know if that made sense. I can try to do 3 more and then, oh, not off the bottom, no. And then we will do the days of the week. Let me see. Okay, where do we end up with? What you got, what you got? 3 more. Okay, I've got the, I'm not taking reversals today. The 8 of Cups, the 6 of Wands. I got everybody reversed. There you go. And the 8 of Swords. With the 6 of Wands, you are definitely concerned somewhat with your image and what people around you are thinking and saying. That lends itself to the immaturity. I mean, that's something you grow out of, kind of. The 2 8s, 8 of Cups, 8 of Swords, I feel like it's a karmic cycle that you're currently involved in, and it has to do with you being too concerned with what other people think of your life or what you're doing. You need to rein that in, is what I see there. Okay, for Monday, I have 2 of Swords, Ace of Swords. It's all about you searching for some kind of clarity and truth to help you make a decision. Tuesday, I have the Fool and the 3 of Cups. This is you looking for a reason to celebrate. You want to take a leap of faith, it looks like. Wednesday, I have the King of Cups and the 10 of Wands. This is you carrying a very heavy burden when it comes to your emotional security or emotional chaos that's surrounding you. You're letting somebody have too much of your power when it comes to your emotions, okay? And Thursday, I have the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving, but very diligent in their movements. This is somebody who has to be sure about what they go after before they take any leaps of faith, right? Ace of Cups, you have a cup full of love and you want to put it someplace. You're just being very, very cautious. So I don't think that's a bad thing. But you've got to work on the defensiveness. You can't just go into everything assuming everybody's going to get you. That's not going to help you get through life and find happiness, okay? That is what I see for this week. I'll be back on Wednesday with bonus readings. If anybody's looking for a private reading, send me a message. I'll get you the details. I'll never reach out to you first. If somebody does, it's not me. It's a scam. If somebody tells you to go to my backup account, I don't have one. That's a scam. Please don't get scammed, okay? And I'm here pretty much every day with these new energy check-ins that I do. If you're interested, you can stop by and check those out. Other than that, it doesn't matter what the cards say. You go out there and make it the best week you can, and everything falls into place then. Okay? All right, y'all. Thanks. Have a good day.